There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the Cash Wrestling Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about our draft predictions for tonight and also the Crown Jewel announcements that happened just a few minutes ago. Now today is just going to be me and the Noble brothers, Thomas and Nathan, because apparently our other panelists are not able to make it today. So it's just me and Thomas and Nathan Noble. Brothers, what's up?
Yep. What's up?
So we're going to be talking about, first things first, we're going to be talking about the Crown Jewel announcements that happened just a few minutes ago, and we got two to be. All right, I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep, all set.
So, as I was saying, we are first going to be talking about the Crown Jewel announcements that happened a few minutes ago, and they announced two matches for Crown Jewel. First off, we have Cain Velasquez, I don't know how to say it, versus Brock Lesnar. Now, we don't know if it's for a title yet, but it might be tonight during SmackDown Live, which we will go live for tonight. The match will be for a title. Now, we don't know if it's going to be for a title. Now, Thomas, what do you think about that? Do you think it's going to be for a title?
I believe it's for the title, and I believe it is for the WWE Championship. First of all, nobody wants Brock Lesnar to be champion, and secondly, people do not expect Cain Velasquez to make his WWE debut, and well, everyone will be so happy that Cain Velasquez will dethrone Brock Lesnar, which it will happen on October 31st. It will be the new reigning, defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion
of the world. You also don't forget to add the of the world after champion.
So yeah, I know.
All right, Nathan, who do you have? I mean,
I gotta agree with my brother at this point. I think there should be a WWE Championship match between these two at Crown Jewel. One thing to know for certain, Cain Velasquez is the only one who take Brock Lesnar's UFC Heavyweight Championship. I don't know much about Cain Velasquez, but he's an amazing dude. He's one American badass.
He really is, yeah. So the other match that was announced is Tyson Fury going up against Braun Strowman. Now, I have no clue what's gonna happen in that match, but once we get the full card for Crown Jewel, we will do our predictions. But until then, we're not gonna predict this match yet. Maybe with our full panelist, and maybe not just the three of us. But so, what do you guys think about that match between Fury versus Strowman?
Obviously, I kind of like that idea. I mean, having a heavyweight boxing champion like Tyson Fury against Braun Strowman. I mean, apparently this is Strowman's yard, and well, apparently Tyson Fury comes in there like blinded, and well, he's unbeaten in boxing or some. I don't know if it's possible, but his unbeaten streak is going to be on the line. But, however, I've not made my prediction yet, but the key to this match is how Tyson Fury is going to make a strike to Strowman.
Because he has got those punches. So what I would suggest for Tyson Fury is that he would work on like some wrestling moves, and then he'll probably. I think for Tyson Fury, he will train for this match. If he doesn't train for this match, then Strowman will just easily beat him. But to be fair, the key is that Tyson Fury has that knockout punch. So does Strowman too.
I know that, but the key, but my key thing, the only key to this match is how is Tyson Fury going to miss that punt from a big hand, like size of almost a mini frying pan of Braun Strowman, and just make a punch of his own. That's the only key thing I just need to know is on Tyson Fury against Strowman.
Yeah. So Nathan, what about you? What would be your key here for this match?
What I think is the key is the fact that if Braun Strowman wants to make sure he can stay away from Tyson Fury's punch, one thing that was certain, Tyson Fury is a very good strong puncher. I think he's going to be very careful with. My watch is Braun Strowman is going to use the size of 6'9", but also Tyson Fury is 6'9". The key is how in the world you want to beat Tyson Fury's big athleticism is always be a different size strength. I think Braun Strowman's going to have to be careful with watch out for the punch. I think he used the right power slam, and that can finish the job.
Okay. Well, my key to this match is basically is how would Fury be prepared for this match? Because for one thing, and Crown Jewel, this is the first time he's ever faced inside of a wrestling ring. Because he's faced in a boxing ring, but the wrestling ring is way shorter than the boxing ring. So my key to this one is how is Fury going to move during the match when he's used to big spaces and the ring is like a medium-sized square. And also a big huge key to this one is how would Strowman? Yeah, I have to agree with you, Nathan. How would Strowman be able to evade those punches from Fury? I think to go here for Strowman, he has to dodge them quickly because he does have speed. He does have agility. But I would immediately have Strowman to use his agility to dodge the punches, just punch him in the gut to stabilize him for a little bit, and then go for one power slam for him to win a match. But I'm not gonna pin my decision just yet until we get to our predictions for Crown Jewel, which will be, I believe, in about 2 weeks. But we'll see. So now,
yeah, we'll just see.
Now, one thing. What is the key that needs to happen for Lesnar versus Valquez? Thomas, you start.
Well, I would say the key thing here on that match, how is Cain Velasquez going to repeat to beat Brock Lesnar? Because I did not watch that fight between Velasquez and Lesnar. That was since 2010, but that was when I was still in elementary school at that time. So, the key thing is, how in the fucking world is Cain Velasquez going to repeat that win from UFC to WWE? Because, look, I get Brock is a big dude, but I still hate his gut. But apparently in this matter, Cain has to get his strength here. He has to train. He's got to get protein in him. Also, you need to think of how. I mean, Cain Velasquez got to have his strikes in, and he's a UFC man. I mean, How many UFC fighters are in the WWE in a few years? That's the question. That's the rhetorical question we do need to answer yet before we get to predictions.
Okay.
So as we say here, the question remains: can Cain Velasquez repeat his victory over Brock since 2010 in UFC? And my answer is yes. I have faith in Cain Velasquez. I have faith in his strikes. I have faith that he's side by side with Rey Mysterio and Dominic. And also here, Brock, go to hell. You will lose your title in a short amount of time.
We'll have to see what everyone else has to say on that prediction episode. So, Nathan, what is your key for this match?
I cannot predict anything. I say screw him. He will lose the title in a short amount of time.
Yeah. All right, Nathan, what is your key for this match?
Okay, what I think is the key is I've been seeing Cain Velasquez on YouTube is how can Cain Velasquez can figure a way to pick up the pace against Brock Lesnar. Like for example, Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez have the same MMA but have UFC backgrounds. They have 4 punches, they throw suplex. For example, Brock Lesnar had his own suplex submission called the Kamara, but Cain Velasquez could figure out his own submission to put in a sleeper, what could be the leg crush to crush the knee of Brock Lesnar. So I think the key is to make sure they're the target of Brock Lesnar's body. If Cain Velasquez the target of Brock Lesnar's body, he will win the WWE Championship. It could be his ultimate goal for Cain Velasquez. How can slow down Brock is to pick away take your own submission move for Brock Lesnar.
Okay. I get that. So for my key for this match is basically so basically Cain Velasquez is basically going to make a being in the wrestling for the first time. I agree with both of you because he has to find a way to outsmart Lesnar because Lesnar has many moves. He has the F5 in his arsenal. He has the suplex. He has the Kimura lock. And he can hit hard. Like literally hard. And plus, Lesnar just beat Kofi for like 6 seconds during the premiere episode last week. So Cain Velasquez has to if Lesnar does this, Cain Velasquez has to find a way to outsmart that and probably reverse it immediately, and he's probably gonna have a submission on his own. But I think the biggest key here for this match is basically how will that. I think I agree with you, Nathan, because how is Vasquez gonna outsmart Lesnar if Lesnar is already like this is a hard hitting dude, and how he will outsmart that we don't know yet until October 31st. Now it's time for the draft. Time for a draft prediction. So we're only going to do the first 5 picks. So we're all going to start one at a time for number 1. So Thomas, who is your number 1 pick prediction? By the way,
I don't.
hold on.
I don't know. I'll think about that later here, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, the thing is, champions cannot be drafted because, for one thing, they are champions for prospective brands. So I don't know. I don't know if champions can be drafted because they're already in that brands. So we know Rollins is a Raw. We know Reigns is a SmackDown. So Reigns and SmackDown are good. Rollins and Reigns are good from the draft. So that leaves to
what I got from the number 1. Just for now on, just get to yourself and my group.
Okay, Nathan, go.
Ooh, I've seen a lot of superstars and divas want to get the number 1 draft. If I were to pick a number 1 draft pick in the WWE, brace yourself for this one. Well, my number 1 draft pick could potentially, well, not the King Corbin, not to get away, but I think deserved the number one slot could be, well, I say the radar superstar Edge. And look,
Oh my God!
My,
here's the reason why.
No.
Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why.
No.
hold up, Thomas.
Here's the reason.
Hold up,
Here's
Nathan.
the reason why Here's the reason why I choose him. Because I've been seeing Edge and been training with Sheamus on his YouTube to come to workouts, and I've been seeing Edge just trying to get clear back to the WWE out of retirement. And I heard the news that Edge is finally out of his retirement and clear back to the ring. And everyone keep asking, can Edge return to the WWE draft? I'm proposing yes, because out of the 100 votes, Edge will come out of retirement, returning to the WWE draft, make his triumphant return. So I think Edge deserves to be the number one slot. Not involves anyone else. So I think Edge deserves that number one slot.
Okay. Well, my number one pick is going to the OC. Because for one thing, they are looking to be a dominant tag team inside the tag division. And mostly what brand gets the OC and Edge. For the OC, I think the OC should stay on Raw. Because they got the red colors, they got mostly everything red on their attire, so I'm thinking the OC will go to Raw. Also, so basically you're saying that Edge is going to Raw, Nathan. Or SmackDown.
I prefer Edge return back as the blue brand is home of SmackDown.
Okay. So Thomas, have you thought yours over yet?
Yes.
Alright, so who is your first pick?
My number one pick for SmackDown is Sasha Banks.
I like that pick.
Okay.
And my reason. And here's my reason. One, her hair's blue, so let's match the brand, the blue brand of SmackDown. Two, possibly might become and guess what? Here's another fact for you. If Charlotte ever hold the SmackDown Women's Championship, we could see a heated rivalry between Sasha and Charlotte. The return of that rivalry. And we could see that in the near future. Not this week, not this month, or anyhow. Possibly the next few months or next year or somehow, possibly in a few more months. But
yeah.
Sasha is a huge competitor in the ring. She almost won the Raw title in Hayek, which you were like. I mean, I was wrong with my prediction there, to be honest. But yeah,
you meant
so
she
Sasha,
almost. You meant. You meant to say almost retained because she had a championship going into Hayek.
Can I finish talking?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, she almost won, but she lost in a solution. But yeah, but Sasha will get better in the blue brand, and for sure in this matter, she will be the next SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm pretty sure this will be her first SmackDown Women's Championship in her career because all she had was the Raw Women's title. All her reigns is the Raw Women's Championship.
Don't forget, she also had the NXT Women's Championship too before she lost to Bayley in NXT.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about for the Raw. I'm talking about the titles she had for Raw.
That is true, and also she also has the
Women's Tag Team Championships. I get it.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna let you think your second pick. So Nathan, who is your second pick?
Ooh. Okay. Well, I think the second should be belong to the big dog Roman Reigns to go to Monday Night Raw because I do believe the one thing that concerned the big dog originally had struggling. Well, the Mid Dog done a great job on SmackDown, but he needs to get back to
Wait. Roman's SmackDown. Well, apparently, what WWE can do is to keep Roman Reigns in SmackDown, not Raw. For sure that.
But the thing
Look,
is,
I
Thomas,
understand that, Thomas. I understand.
he never lost.
I understand.
Yeah, but
I understand. But the only reason Roman Reigns should be go back to Raw, I think, is because he's
never.
mission still even on the Universal Championship.
Disagree.
Yeah, Reigns never lost a title, so I mostly agree with that pick because Roman never lost a title because he had to vacated due to cancer. So I do agree with that one.
Yeah, precisely.
All right.
Disagree.
All right. So my second pick, I might go with Sasha Banks for a second pick because all the reason because her hair is blue like a brand. Mostly. The thing is, if Banks were to, I would agree with Thomas because she can go to a rivalry with Charlotte in the near future, but not now because it would be very too soon. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Banks for my second pick. All right, Thomas, what do you got for your second pick?
Yeah, but what you got?
Yeah.
Well, my second pick will be. Let me see. Well, my second pick will be the former cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak.
Gulak. But where would he go though? So apparently,
scratch that.
Because you have a SmackDown as your first pick, so you have to go with Raw for your second pick.
Yeah, scratch that. Yes, screw that. Let me restart my second pick. Well, my second pick will be Bliss and Cross.
Oh, Bliss and Cross. Okay. Reason?
It's interesting.
Right.
Why would choose these two girls?
Obviously, both of those women are a really good team, but they lost the titles to the Boogie Warriors. So, here's my thing. I say don't go to SmackDown, but if there's a possible chance the Boogie Warriors might be, if they're in the same brand, as Bliss and Cross, they're definitely going to compete for the women's tag titles. In my fact, opinion.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now Nathan. Yeah, so Nathan, your third pick.
The third one. Okay. The third one that they're choosing that definitely had to be. Well, I'd say Fire and Desire.
Rose and DeVille. Okay, interesting.
I hate them. They're just.
Here's the reason why I picked Fire and Desire. Well, the only reason Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, so far, these two top girls are a very good tag team name, Fire and Desire, and they've done like a wins a lot lately so far for Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So I think they should head it over to Monday nights. It probably should be to help them out to get maybe done with the Blue brand to join the Red brand because I think.
But it's a big classic.
Okay. My third pick for Raw is Drew McIntyre. And
this kind of psychopath.
And
why do you pick Drew McIntyre, baby?
McIntyre is a pretty good wrestler, and he is a pretty good heel because throughout his time through WWE, he has won the NXT Championship, and he also won the Raw Tag Team Championships with Ziggler. Now, he could go for a mid-card run because he hasn't won. I think it's time for him to do a mid-card title, like for say the U.S. Championship with Styles, but we know that Styles is the heel, or for one thing, the the one thing, the IC title could go to Raw with Nakamura, and the OC could go to SmackDown. But if Nakamura would go to Raw, I see McIntyre being the face and challenging Nakamura for the title and possibly winning it.
Definitely, Drew McIntyre hasn't walked in winning championship opportunities. I think they definitely deserve a championship opportunity.
Yeah, or for one thing, he could face Rollins for the title for the Universal title. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. What would you go with?
Thomas, who you go with, man? For your third pick.
I'm gonna hate me for this. You're gonna yell at me for this. My third pick is the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
I don't mind it. I like it. To Raw, I think?
Yeah, me too.
Wait, for SmackDown?
That's for SmackDown.
Whoa, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I like this.
So, Thomas, why did you choose the Fiend in the SmackDown Live?
After saying Hyatt, you're thinking, I think you're going to scream at me when I pick the Fiend to SmackDown. You're going to scream at me and you yell, what? At me.
No. I like that.
No, I like it.
I'm talking about Peyton here.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. My reason.
Yeah, give us.
Stop. Shush and let me speak. My reason why I picked the Fiend. If the Fiend lose the match clearly to Rollins at, I don't know, at Survivor Series, is it? Is the match set for Survivor Series or
Nope.
Crown Jewel?
It's not happening, man. They deleted the tweet. So it's not happening.
They delete the tweet?
Yep, it's not happening.
Okay, yeah, after that worst ending, possibly we could see that the Fiend won't get the Universal Championship. Possibly he might come after the, let's just say, I don't know, he might be stupid to get a mid-card title, possibly for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that is true. All right, Nathan, your fourth.
Yeah, that's true. Remember, Brock Lesnar having issues with Bray Wyatt back in the past, 2015, when he gets suplexed.
That is true, yeah.
Wait, stop. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Did Brock ever met Wyatt?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in 2015, I'm going to talk about it.
Did you not notice
I
it?
think you might get the freaking point.
Well, the thing is,
I don't know, but I think you might get the point there.
Yeah.
But I still want Cain Velasquez to be champion.
Okay.
But I'm not making my predictions for that Crown Jewel match yet.
Okay.
But either Brock or Cain Velasquez would face Wyatt
So what's going on
for
with
the
your
WWE
clothes
title.
here? Did you put them in a drawer?
Not yet. Can I do it now? Or do a little bit?
You need to put them, or did you wash them?
Yeah, I watched them.
Yeah, they need to go in the drawer, but I stopped.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so Nathan, your fourth pick. Hello, Nathan.
Oh, yeah, of course. The fourth pick. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're all going to be disagree or might agree with this one.
Okay.
The fourth pick, I'm going to choose brand. The fourth, I want to go with, let's see.
Huh?
I got it. The fourth pick I want to choose is the War Goddess Ember Moon.
Ooh. I actually like that.
You see, Ember Moon's struggling a little bit on SmackDown. I think she needs to go back to Monday nights because she really wants to get back on Monday nights.
8.
I don't agree with that.
I thought this was not wrong.
Okay.
The fourth pick should be able to boom. Like I said, Edward needs
Just SmackDown.
efficiency.
Yeah.
Just SmackDown,
Yeah.
you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, she needs to get this SmackDown because she really had to fix the mistakes. She keep losing matches. She needs to get back onto her winning track. Otherwise, it's going to be thin ice for Ember Moon.
Okay. You guys are going to hit me for this. My fourth pick comes from NXT. Io Shirai.
Io Shirai?
Yep. And for one reason, reason only. Reason only. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm saying it,
No.
Thomas. Yes, I am.
No.
She.
I disagree with that.
Yes.
No.
She will be teaming up with the Biggie Warriors if she gets drafted to SmackDown because they could be a good old faction over there. And if that happens, I'm calling that Io Shirai will be drafted to SmackDown or Raw or I don't know what, so that she can join the Kabuki Warriors to be a heel tag team. Enough said. Enough said. All right, Thomas.
My fourth pick is EC3.
Wait, whoa, wait, hold up.
Wait a second.
EC3, but he's a jobber.
Nope, not anymore. He won't. He will not be a jobber after that fourth pick. No.
All right.
Okay,
All right, Nathan.
brace yourself.
Last pick.
Fifth and final pick. Brace yourself. I'm going the tag team of the Street Profits.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good pick. They need to be in the main roster. Well,
You know why? Because the Street Profits, these guys went to Raw, went to SmackDown. They just show up all over the place. And we see the Street Profits. Question of the repeat, can we see the Street Profits either go out to Raw or SmackDown Tag Division? So I think the best interest for the Street Profits, I see this in the Red Soul Cup, should send the Street Profits to Monday Night Raw. The Red Soul Cups, I think the Street Profits.
No.
Monday Night Raw.
Raw.
No, Thomas. Monday Night Raw. Street Profits is coming to Raw.
Okay.
I thought this was SmackDown picks. Raw.
No. We're doing Raw and SmackDown picks.
Yes, Thomas.
Combined to one.
We do both.
Yeah. Okay. So for my final draft pick to Raw, I'm gonna go with the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Nope. Velveteen Dream will have a NXT North American Championship match
But
next week. So the answer to that is a big nope.
But Roderick Strong will beat Dream because of Undisputed Era. That would mean Dream's final match will be next week, and he'll be moved on to the main roster at this point. So technically, next week will be Dream's last match if he gets drafted. So, Thomas, you're the final pick of the day.
What my final pick?
Final pick.
Yep.
Final pick.
My final pick is from NXT, and I'm gonna agree with my brother with this. It's the Street Profits.
Thank you.
Okay, I see that. I'm mostly seeing. I mostly think the Prophet's going to Raw or SmackDown, but mostly I'm thinking they'll be at Raw, or I don't know, because they've been doing it for
Obviously,
Raw.
because they have no match whatsoever that matches the rep brand. So yeah,
Yeah,
like I said about Sasha's blue hair matches SmackDown's brand. The red solo cups from the Street Profit matches the brand from Raw. So it's an obvious answer.
yeah, it's very obvious, but yeah, but that's it for our predictions of the draft and talk about the Crown live stream that happened. I want to thank everyone for watching today's stream. I like to thank the Noah Brothers for helping me out with this because you guys were amazing and we mostly had a good time, didn't we, guys?
My pleasure.
Good. Now,
Thank you very much.
we are not done yet because at 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. or at 10:15, we'll be going live with the SmackDown Live review, and this will be the second one since going to Fridays, and it won't be out like last time because of last time which was amazing. Had the biggest reign of all time with Thomas smashing his dinner plate, which was hilarious.
Wait, what is it?
You know, last week when you smashed your dinner plate during your rant about Lesnar becoming champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I just want to remember that because it went from because the views by video are now like 118. So yeah, so that rant became us very popular. But
well, for those who hate Brock Lesnar, you're welcome for that rant. You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, boys. I'll see you later tonight. I'm gonna close out.
Yep, will do.
All right. All right, guys. That's it for today. Make sure when you leave, you like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as always, and make sure to post notifications to all to watch my next video. Remember to stay tuned tonight for the SmackDown Live review for October 11th, 2019. And this is Fan Cash saying, always do best, what you do best in life. We're going for the cover. 1, 2, 3.